Hi, this is Diane Lovetobake, and what we're going to make are Italian chocolate cookies, but I actually call them Toto cookies, and they are a Sicilian cookie. My mother used to make these. I've changed up the recipe as far as how to putting it together, well, to make it my own way. A lot of this particular recipe is actually made in a bowl, and you just use your hands to put it together. But I actually, I use my mixer, and I'll show you step by step with how we're going to do this. It's really easy because what you're going to first start off with is 3 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, and I'm going to put that all into my mixing bowl. Okay, that was 3 1/4 cups. You're also going to be putting in 1 1/2 cups of granulated sugar, and just put that all together. Then I actually just start to just stir it, you know, on the lowest setting, just to, you know, stir it around. You're also going to be putting in 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1 tablespoon. And again, I just have it just stirring. You're also going to be putting in 1/4 cup of unsweetened baking cocoa. That was 1/4. Okay. The next thing that you're going to be putting in is 1 1/4 teaspoons of black pepper. Now, don't let the pepper scare you. It's not going to taste like pepper. What it's going to have is a bit of a zing to the cookie, but it'll actually make the chocolate seem, well, like more chocolatey or fudgy, that kind of thing. So don't be afraid of the black pepper. That's 1 1/4 teaspoons. And again, all I'm doing is just stirring it right now. You're also going to be putting in 1 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves. So it is going to have a bit of a spice to the cookie. You're also going to be putting in 1 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. Okay. And you're also going to be putting in 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And again, all I'm doing is just stirring it, mixing it together is all. Okay? All right. The next thing that you're going to be putting in is 3/4 cup of solid shortening. And you're just going to combine that till it forms like a cookie crumb, you know, that comes together. So it looks real crumbly. And that you don't have to put your mixer on very high. Again, you can do this all in a bowl and use your hands if you want. I just find, you know, it seems a little easier and it's not as messy. So just stay with it till it forms like a crumb. And I'll show you what that looks like. See, I don't know if you can see that or not, but it looks like little lumps and crumbs, like cookie crumbs, all broken up. Okay? And now to pull it all together, of course, you're going to need milk. And you're going to use anywhere from 1/2 cup to 2/3 cup of milk. What I do is I actually separate it because I try not to use too much. So I'm going to just start putting in the milk. And again, it's on very, very low. I'm going to raise it just a little bit And you're going to start to see it start to form more of a cookie ball. Okay, I'm going to show you what it looks like so far. See, you can already with my fingers, I'm able to bring it together, but it's still a little too dry. So I've got this in reserve. And if that isn't enough, I'll put a little bit more in there. And then just stay with it. It'll just start to look like, you know, crumbs coming all together. Let me show you what that looks like. See, it's real crumbly looking, okay? And then just make sure that it's well combined. And I'll show you what that looks like. And it's sort of strange the way that it looks, but it'll make sense when I show it to you. Let me take my paddle out of here. Okay. Push that out of the way. Okay. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but if you can see how crumbly it is. And then I'm going to take my hands, just make sure that I've mixed it well to the bottom. The sides have completely come clean on my bowl. And again, I don't know if you can see that. It just looks like cake crumbs in a way. Moist cake crumbs that somebody broke up. And then what you do is you just take a little bit in your hand like that, squish it together, and then just form a ball. And then roll it in your hands like that. And you're going to place them 1 inch apart on your cookie tray. You're going to need to lightly grease though your tray, okay, like that. Again, like I said, it will be crumbly, but just, you know, put it in the palm of your hand and then I just press it together so it looks like that, and then just form a ball. Now you're going to bake these cookies at 350 degrees, and I make the ball, you know, about a little bit bigger than 1 inch, a little bit smaller than, say, a golf ball. Generally, when I make them this size, I get 50 cookies out of this recipe. So again, just, you know, form it, make a ball in your hand, and then place it on your tray at least 1 inch apart. Okay. Now you're going to bake these cookies anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. When they do come out of the oven, you'll need to put them on a cooling rack. And then while they're warm, not hot, you're going to make a glaze for them with powdered sugar and either milk, or if you don't have milk, you can use water to the consistency of how you like it. This is about how thick that I like to dip my cookies in, but it's really going to be up to you. You know how much that you want to make. Start off with a half a cup of powdered sugar with a little bit of water or milk, and then just keep working with it with your spoon and find the consistency that you like. And then you sprinkle either chocolate jimmies over them, or just the colored, multicolored jimmies, or just the candy sprinkles, that type of thing. I have some to show you. Let me rinse my hands quickly. And this is how they bake up and how they turn out. They come out really, really cute. Here's one that I have with the chocolate sprinkles on it. These are just the colored dots with the glaze on them. And these are just with the colored jimmies. Now they will bake up to a medium golden brown. They won't be completely round. They will have, you know, little bit of odd shape to them, and they will be a nice medium brown on the bottom. And let me cut into a cookie. Oh, I'm sorry, I almost forgot. You can also put in 2/3 of a cup of chopped walnuts in them. I didn't put nuts in this particular recipe because the person I'm making for it can't have nuts. but I did put them in this batch, and I don't know if you can see the nuts that are in the cookie, but they really are delicious little cookies that have that rich chocolate flavor to them. And I think you're going to like this recipe if you give it a try. So there you have it, Italian Sicilian Toto cookies. If you give this recipe a try, leave a comment because I'd like to hear from you. And as always, thanks for watching Diane Lovetobake, and please subscribe to my channel. I'll see you soon.